Ben, it's looking absolutely fine with this high pressure. Fine for many of us, in fact. I'm going to give you a bit of a meteorological lesson now. So here's a high pressure, two low pressures either side of it, and now I'll overlay a schematic. And this basically resembles almost the letter omega. Now, when this happens in the atmosphere, the high pressure tends to be locked in between these weather systems, so the low pressure and the jet stream, and not much changes. It doesn't really move around. So for the next 8 to 10 days, us weather forecasters are really going to be thinking about different things to say in the forecast, because it is going to be more or less the same every single day.
Hello there, good afternoon. Well, some brightness through this morning and the first half of the afternoon, but we are going to start to see the cloud building as pictured here by one of our weather watchers in Surrey.
But Sally's here now. Hello, Sally. Feels quite nice out there today, doesn't it?
Oh, it was lovely. I stepped outside, I could barely see. I felt like I'd been in a mole house or something. The sun was so bright. Some areas, perhaps to the north of Greater London, got a bit more stubborn cloud, but certainly the further south you were, the best of the sunshine. What's going on? Well, we've got this blocking area of high pressure. So the low pressure to either side of us is being bounced away, and it looks like this pattern could well, at the moment, stay in place for the next 7 to 10 days. So that's how it's looking at the moment. So some really nice settled weather, not necessarily, you know, glaring sunshine. There's still some cloud around. We got up to 23 degrees today. The best of the weather was actually in Scotland. If we take a look at this NASA photo, very high tech, let's take a look at it. Here we go. You can see they were at the centre of the, have we got it? No, not sure. Anyway, they were at the centre of the high pressure. There we go. So the clear skies, light winds, and they got up to 27 degrees. So good old Scotland. Anyway, not too bad for us. Let's take a look at all the detail. Here we go.
Well, I hope you're keeping well. And if the sun gets stuck behind a cloud over the next few days, there's always sunflowers to brighten things up, even orange ones. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like that. Oh, look, there's a whole array of them there in Sutton. Now, the weather hasn't changed a huge amount. We keep this story of some patchy cloud blended with these sunny intervals. It's fairly warm outside. The temperature's round about average for this time of year, occasionally just below.
Rita, thank you. Good evening. It was a beautiful day across many parts of the country, and in western Scotland, in Tyndrum, the temperature got up to 27 degrees Celsius. Well, 26.8 to be exact. And you can see on the satellite picture how sunny it was across Scotland, Northern Ireland, and many other areas here. And this higher temperature is a result of the light winds here, the prolonged sunshine. Also, orography has something to do with it as well.
Good on Megan for having a go. OK, look who's standing by with the weather. Hi, Thomas. I bet you can skateboard. I just have a feeling.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know, every day from, you know, Piccadilly Circus down to New Broadcasting House. No, I actually prefer my bike, to be honest. But and you know what? Great weather for that sort of thing over the next few days. It's not clear blue skies. There's always a bit of cloud in the morning, and I think the clouds will come and go over the coming days. But essentially speaking, it is dry. Now, not completely dry, because there is a possibility that some of these clouds clump together and they do give sort of the odd spit and spot in the wind, but that really is the minority of us. For most of us, it's clear skies, and you can see the latest satellite picture shows very little cloud across the southeast of the country and the capital as well.
Hello there, very good evening to you. I hope you've had a lovely Wednesday. Things are very settled and pretty calm from a weather point of view at the moment, and that's because our friend high pressure is very much in control of the weather at the moment, and this is really going to be the case where it dominates our picture over the next week at least, and of course that scoops us up and takes us through the bank holiday weekend very nicely indeed. We do still have weather fronts nearby, as you can see, but as they run into the influence of high pressure, they're really just very weak affairs, and mostly just in the form of cloud. One thing to notice though here, as you can see, the position of that area of high pressure is creating fairly chilly north to northwesterly wind, and that's always going to make eastern parts feel a little bit parky, I think. Certainly temperatures taking a bit of a tumble. But as I say, confirmation of the bank holiday weekend. Don't tell the weather that it's the bank holiday weekend, because it is looking to be pretty nice, which really bucks the trend. Fine and largely dry, plenty of sunny spells, and feeling warm, I think, particularly across those western parts.